Leona stood atop the cliff, her armor glinting in the sunlight, her sword ready in hand. Beside her, Saphira, her majestic blue-scaled dragon, let out a low growl, sensing the ominous tension in the air. They had fought many battles to protect the kingdom of Aleria, but today felt different. A dark army, more formidable and sinister than any they had encountered before, was amassing on the horizon. Leona tightened her grip on her blade, her mind racing with strategy. We can't let them breach the walls. If the Dark Army gets through, all of Aleria is doomed. Saphira snorted and unfurled her wings, ready to soar into battle at her command. As the Dark Army advanced, a sea of black armored soldiers and twisted creatures, Leona and Saphira launched into action. With a fierce battle cry, Leona rode Saphira into the sky, diving down to unleash a torrent of blue flames upon the enemy. The enemies scattered, but some dark sorcery held them together, pushing them onward. On the ground, Leona fought valiantly, her sword a blur of steel as she felled enemy after enemy. Saphira provided air support, breathing fire and scattering groups of soldiers with her mighty tail. The battle raged on for hours, and for a moment it seemed like they were pushing the Dark Army back. Then, as Leona struck down another soldier, a chill ran down her spine. She turned to see a towering figure cloaked in shadows, General Morok, the leader of the Dark Army. His eyes glowed with a sinister red light, and he wielded a massive axe that crackled with dark energy. "Your resistance is futile, Dragon Knight," hissed Morok, his voice dripping with malice. "Aleria will fall, and you will be nothing but a memory." Leona's heart pounded, but she stood her ground. "Not as long as I breathe," she retorted. The two clashed in a fierce duel, sparks flying from their weapons. Leona fought with all her might, but Morok's strength was overwhelming. Just when it seemed like Morok would deal a fatal blow, Saphira dove from the sky, knocking Morok off balance with a powerful strike. Leona seized the opportunity, plunging her sword into Morok's chest. With a roar of pain and rage, the Dark General fell, his army beginning to dissolve into shadows. Exhausted but victorious, Leona looked to her faithful companion. "Thank you, Saphira. Together, we will always protect Aleria." Saphira nuzzled her gently, and they turned to lead the way back to the kingdom, knowing that as long as they stood united, no darkness could ever conquer their home.